Hello and welcome. In the connector overview tutorial, we gave you background information about using connectors inside Interport. In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to create a connection to GoldMine 7, 8 or PE. To start with, we go Tools, Connector Manager and open up the Connector Manager. You may recall from the overview that the Connector Manager is used to create, edit and delete connectors inside the Interport system. It allows you to organize the connectors into folders to make life easy to use. If we expand a folder, you can see we've got a bunch of connections inside there. If I click on a connector, over here it shows me information specific to that connector, including any notes I may have made. If I want to create a new connector, I click the Create New Connector button, and it brings up a dialog box that asks me firstly to name the connector. So I'm going to call this Demo GM7. And then down here I have to select the correct type of connector from the list. In this case I'm going to select GoldMine version 7.8 on SQL Server. Click OK, and that brings up a connector editor that is specific to creating a connection for GoldMine 7 and 8. The first thing I need to do, please note that this Interport does not support using Firebird at the moment. It only goes into SQL Server. First thing I have to do is specify the server name. And then I need a SQL Server login that will give me access to the GoldMine database. So I'm going to specify SA, and then I click Get Databases. The thing to remember with GoldMine is the system tables and the contact set tables may be in separate databases. So you'll see here we have to select the database for the GM base or the system tables. And we also have to select the database for the contact set tables. In this case, they're on the same database. Once we've done that, we also need to establish how we're going to log into GoldMine itself. So we need to specify a GoldMine user and their password. That user should have must have admin privileges to be able to log into the GoldMine system. The next thing we need to do is specify the location of the GoldMine system directory. So I click the Browse button, and you can see here that I'm already there. It's in C:"Program Files GoldMine, and I just select one of the files in that directory, and Interport puts the path in there for me. Final step is I need to specify the alias to use when connecting to GoldMine via the API. Normally it's going to be GoldMine, but in GoldMine itself, if you go to the Tools menu, Database, Alias Manager, that will give you the name of the alias. And you need to specify the alias twice, once for the GM base location and once for the contact set, just as you had to specify the correct database in there. You've now created the connection to GoldMine, click OK, and you can see that that connector has now been established in the Connector Manager. That concludes this presentation. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you'll join us for others.